Hello my friends, I am Killer here, just making a YouTube video tutorial on recalibration in this game. It's actually fairly straightforward and very simple, a little different from the Division 1 if you guys have played that. Recalibration Station is located here in the White House, right in the base of operations. Go ahead and go in here and make a left. It's located right next to the crafting station. So the way this works is basically you just know this. You can only reroll weapons of the same type. So, for example, I can only reroll perks and talents on my assault rifle that are of the same type. So, for example, I can only reroll other assault rifles. So, each category has its own tier. So, for example, I can only reroll this tier, Ranger, with other assault rifles that have the same first tier slot. So, one thing, for example, you need to know about recalibration is each category has its own tier. So health damage can only be rerolled with other health damage or first tier slots. This is a second tier slot. Right here, Ranger can only be rerolled with other second tier slots. I guess a better example would be if I had more guns of the same type. So I have a lot of SMGs in my inventory, so this would be a good way to show you. So for this critical hit chance, I can only reroll it with other SMGs that have critical hit chance. So let me see here. See, this one has 14 and a half. This one has 15. So yeah, so this SMG, I can only reroll the recalibrate the critical hit chances with other critical hit chances. Ranger, I can reroll with the other second tier slot right here, you can see, and this is a third tier slot. I can only reroll with other third tier slots, and the fourth tier slot I can only reroll with other fourth tier slots. So that's weapon recalibration. You can only reroll weapons of the same type. Basically, LMGs you can only recalibrate with LMGs, shotguns, snipers, etc., etc. Same thing goes for the secondary weapons as well. You can only recalibrate slots for the tier. So this is a first tier slot right here. You can only reroll with other first tier. Second tier, only can reroll with other second tier. Third tier, you can only reroll with other third tier slots. Now, so the secret to how to get power level 465 gear comes in with the armor. You can also potentially get power level 465 gear if you can reroll, let's just say, a first tier slot that has higher health damage for an assault rifle. But from my understanding, you typically capped out at 450. So if you want to get a power level 465 piece of gear, so if I back out and show you my character, he's now currently power level 460. So as of now, world tier 4 max power level is 465 that you can achieve in the game. World tier 5 comes out April 5th, so I am super excited for that. So when that comes out, I'm sure it'll be higher. As of right now, so same thing goes. So as far as armor goes, 3 power levels. As you can see, I already modified this. So once you modify a recalibrated piece of armor, you can only remodify it once more with that same piece of armor slot. So for example, this is a great example because in this piece of armor you have plus 5,798 bonus armor, plus 916 skill power, and plus 8.5% critical hit chance. So if I were to just say, hypothetically, recalibrate this piece of armor, I could only recalibrate perks and these tiers of talent. So skill power can only be recalibrated with other pieces of chest pieces that have skill armor. Or some sort of skill battery recalibration option. Health can only be recalibrated with other shield emblems, so just keep an eye on the emblem. So this battery emblem can only be recalibrated with other battery emblems. This health emblem can only be the shield emblem, excuse me, can only be recalibrated with other shield emblems, and this weapon damage, this red emblem, can only be recalibrated with other red emblems. Now, the way you can increase your power level for the item is, let's just say this chest piece has 13% critical hit damage. If I were to put, I don't know, let's just say something that's higher percentage wise, like this headshot damage, it'll actually, at the top right, you can see it'll go up to power level 465 once I recalibrate it. Now you just have to hold square on PS4 or B on Xbox to go ahead and recalibrate that, and to destroy, it'll actually destroy that piece of gear. So just make sure the gear you're actually recalibrating is one that you plan on playing with for a while, and the gear that you plan on destroying is one that you no longer need. So as you can see, something like weapon damage would also increase this to power level 465. What won't increase it to power level 465 is if I recalibrate it with something that has less percentage than what's already on the item, like for example this critical hit damage. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. So as far as re-rolling perks also have their own tiers. So self-adjusting can, let's see here, I want to make sure I have, let me see what I have the most of. I have a lot of these masks, so let's go ahead and see. So this perk can only be recalibrated with these tier 1 perk slots. So talents can only be re-rolled with these talent slots, and etc and etc. It's very straightforward. So like I said, same thing goes for the shields, can only be re-rolled with other shield slots. Same thing goes for the, let's see here, the red emblem here. I don't have any apparently that I can recalibrate this into. Damage to elites, this can be recalibrated into critical hit chance, and this will actually increase the power level as well. So that's how you reach power level 465 gear, guys. That's how you recalibrate talents. I know it seems a little intimidating at first, but it's very straightforward once you actually learn. And I hope this video helped. Hope you guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.